spreading south toward coastal West Africa and north toward the Mediterranean, intersecting with migration and smuggling routes that directly affect European and ultimately our security and economic interests. For each of you, which of our partners in Europe and Africa have engaged on this issue, successfully delivered measurable security improvements, and earned the trust of local communities, and how should we support these efforts? If you can talk about some of them, and if each of you would answer.
Yes, Senator, thank you for that question. Sticking with our North African partners, I would highlight Morocco. They have been an excellent partner. I think as we've discussed here, they are starting to export their capability to the countries of the Sahel, which we have concern about. I think they have concern about too, because that immediately impacts their region. Also highlight Tunisia. Tunisia has, based off of the support that we've provided them, they have engaged and have been constructive partners in the Sahel. And Algeria, of course, has always had a strong capability, and they do an excellent job of securing their border. And even in Libya, where there is some ungoverned space in the south, we've seen a lot of our programming being able to help them out. And they both groups there have taken counterterrorism seriously and have done a good job of pushing most of the ISIS out of the main populated areas. And then, of course, Egypt has been a strong partner, and we've already highlighted what they have done with their counterterrorism training center. So I would say most of the countries across North Africa are an excellent example of what partner and burden shifting looks like, and we are appreciative of what they're doing.
All right, folks, buckle up. Because what you just watched from Senator Rick Scott is exactly why we need to wake up to what's happening in Africa and what Europe is not doing to protect its own borders, let alone ours. Now, Senator Scott asked some very straight questions about illegal migration and counterterrorism in Africa. And the answers? Well, let me break it down for you.
We consistently talk to our European partners.
No. That's okay. Mr. Palladino.
Thank you, Senator. I would concur with everything my colleague has said. Morocco is a major non-NATO ally, signatory to the Abraham Accords. Their counterterrorism capabilities, their training programs, their intelligence cooperation, these disrupt.
Let me shorten it. Has Europe done anything? Do you have anything you can say Europe has done?
Sir, what I'd say is Italy, for example, is very involved in assisting and preventing illegal migration, and efforts that the United States are able to do in North Africa that create space for Italy to do more. Thank you.
Let me ask you, both of you, what would you say strategic success in counterterrorism in North Africa looks like over the next 3 years? What would success be?
Sir, I would say success is over the next 3 years is we don't see a major attack emanating on the American homeland or our interests abroad. And then more specifically to our programs, that we would see that most of the programs that we have there are successfully complete, that our partner nations can actually carry out those programs on their own, that the objectives that we had established to begin with are achieved, that there's clear return on investment to the United States, and that these countries can continue to sustain the ability to conduct counterterrorism.
Countries like Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Libya, and Egypt are doing the heavy lifting. They're securing borders, fighting terrorism, and actually protecting their citizens, and in many cases, helping the United States protect our interests abroad. Morocco is even exporting its security capabilities to countries in the Sahel. That's real concrete work. That's partnership. That's accountability. Then comes the kicker. Europe. Senator Scott straight up asked, has Europe done anything? And the experts struggled to even answer. Italy? That's about it. That's the European contribution. Meanwhile, Europe keeps complaining about migration, but when it comes stepping up and doing the work, they're nowhere to be found. This is exactly why America can't rely on Europe to secure our interests or protect our values. It's why we need strong borders here at home, and it's why we need to support allies who actually get the job done. And make no mistake, the same people who criticize the U.S. for taking action are the ones ignoring Europe's failures. So here's the takeaway. We need tough leadership. We need partners who deliver results, not excuses. And we need America first, not hand-wringing over what Europe won't do. If you agree with me, hit that like button right now and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss these critical updates on U.S. security and foreign policy. Share this with someone who's tired of empty promises and wants to see real action.